Squad!
We have neighbors.
So we've got 5 more things that every Yu-Gi-Oh player experienced growing up as a kid. Make sure you check out the first video.
Link in the description. So our first topic is going to be, remember that time when you or your friends had their car stolen?
The first time's always the worst. Happens to everyone.
Oh man, yeah. You know you don't really know what you're doing, and you know she doesn't hold it against you, but you can see the score. Oh wait, my bad, my bad. Okay then. Card stolen.
Yeah, I honestly I feel like the first time I got my card stolen, I don't think I actually noticed it until like weeks later. Because I was one of those kids who had a lot of cards.
Like,
so
you were lucky.
I had a big collection of stuff.
Guy.
Well, not huge.
You're the kind of guy
but...
Alex stole from. Yeah, the skin. Wait, what?
When was the first time you guys had your cards stolen, if at all?
Well, it's embarrassing, but the first time I had my cards stolen, they weren't actually stolen, and I kind of went apeshit on my friends and ruined a lot of relationships that way.
Mm-hmm. And you?
It was embarrassing. My first time having my card stolen, some kids on the schoolyard thought it'd be cute if they snatched some cards, and I didn't actually care when they did it, but my friends cared and they attacked them. Yeah, they attacked all of them. That also wasn't a great moment for me.
Okay.
There was this one kid, the main one that took Alex's card. He was actually much bigger than me, even though he was younger. So
a
lot
of
people were bigger than you. I ran up, grabbed him from behind, and choked him out until he dropped the card. And the funny thing is, this all happened on the schoolyard, and you think we've all been suspended, but for some reason, nobody said a damn word to anybody.
Were you finding trouble, not looking too hard?
Kind of like that.
I think the first time my cards were formally stolen was actually at a card shop. And I was mad about it, mostly because it was the first time I'd gone to the card shop. Like, first time. I was maybe in like 6th or 7th grade, and it's just like a kid's first time in a card shop, and their cards are already gone. Yeah, it's just like I think that's the worst. That's why I feel so bad for like any kid who gets the cards stolen like that way.
You have to pay your dues so you learn how to avoid these things, because you know they got plenty of predators out there looking for a kid with an unorganized binder or.
It's so sad that it's not even like pedophilia; it's just cardophilia. Like,
actually, speaking of things to avoid, what about that first time you got ripped off in a trade?
Yeah, actually, very similar one.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's usually some older guy or more experienced player who sees something that you have and they offer you a ton of things they don't need.
Or just the one rare card to you. Like, you know, like when we were kids, it's not really like cards don't have worth. It's just
it's not how
what
useful
you want,
they are.
right? How cool it looks.
It's how much it means to you, not necessarily how useful it is in the game. Yeah. I remember the first time it happened to me and Alec. We were at this Toys R Us event. It was after a tournament, and we let this guy see the few cards we had, and he made an offer on something. 2 or 3 cards, and he just gave us a Ziploc bag of. I mean, a big Ziploc bag of cards from commons from a set. And we didn't truly understand the concept of blisters since we didn't really get to open them. So we were thinking, oh, well, look at just 3 cards for all of those. It's a steal.
Yeah, it's like back in the day when quantity just meant so much more than quality. Like, it's like, oh, loads of cards, I can do something with these.
But you know what no one ever really thought about? If it wasn't for that guy, Alec and I wouldn't have been able to build our first decks. Yeah, we didn't have enough cards, really.
Can we make a shout out to places like Toys R Us? Like back when those would have tournaments. Like Books a Millions, Toys R Us.
Your local library.
Yeah, Walmart, all those places. Nowadays it's like pretty much card shops, and those places don't do that.
Because Yu-Gi-Oh basically died as the main.
Didn't you guys actually get into Yu-Gi-Oh through Toys R Us? Like, you got that?
Yeah, we got the videotape from Pegasus.
I didn't know this
existed. Inviting us to play the game. It had a bunch of music from the some kind of soundtrack they must have done at some
point.
Music
to duel by.
And at the end, they showed, it was like the first appearance of the cards in the States, and they showed off the cards, and we were just like, must. Yeah, it made the thirst real.
I never even knew that existed. I'm kind of salty. The next thing, actually kind of a tie-in, getting fake cards for the first time.
In New York. Yeah, we had an aunt who went to New York, and she came back with a packaged box of fake cards. It was so horrible. They were clearly fake. Someone put a lot of work into making that look like it wasn't what it was.
I feel like in hindsight, I don't know how like we just in general as kids never like recognized fake cards.
Because we never knew someone would even try.
I think like people would just assume like, oh, there's just some cool new cards or like different looking.
And things, we knew they were. You could tell they were off. Like you knew
Like the
something
colors
was
could be
weird
off.
about these cards. The colors, the
wording
name,
could be
The material was usually like,
But you know, as a kid, legitimacy wasn't that big of a thing.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you just want the cards.
I remember a kid who like walked around with just Ziploc bags full of fake cards. He didn't know they were fake. But
The worst part was we traded and sold those cards to a bunch of kids in the
Oh
playground.
yeah. The cards had the wrong font. They didn't have the sticker.
Yeah.
Well, the sticker wasn't a sticker. It was, you know, a sticker on the bottom right.
Mm-hmm.
Little holographic sticker.
Mhm.
On those cards, it was printed on.
Oh, yeah, I do remember cards like that. And they always had like the weird naming where like instead of being Dark Magician, it would be like
Magician Black.
Evil Spellcaster Man or something. Just, you know, something like that.
Yeah.
And it was always funny because things we completely mislabeled. Like we had one that had the picture of a big core,
Yeah.
but it said that it was like a water monster, and it was like this nonsense.
Oh, by extension, the people who would like literally just like, put stickers on, like just put like a, you know, cut a card out of
Dark
another
Magician
one. And, like,
Knight.
you know, and just put it onto something else.
We had one of those.
Yeah,
It made its rounds too. Got traded like twice.
Yeah, it was literally a Sangan that someone stuck a Dark Magician Knight sticker on top of it, and I traded for it, knowing the card was looked a little weird. But I was like, oh, it's Dark Magician Knight.
Yeah, it's
so
like you're
cool.
a kid, you know?
Then once I found out it was fake, I was like, I gotta get rid of this. I gotta get rid of this.
Yeah.
Then our great friend, for some reason, still wanted it.
Yeah, so I was able to offload it on him.
Yeah, there's always someone who will take those.
Then we peeled the card off the Sangan and threw it on the ground, and it stayed there for months.
The next one, making up your own rules. Now, funny enough, we actually made a video on this not long ago.
That's pretty popular, too.
10 fake Yu-Gi-Oh rules that we all believed as kids. It's pretty much whatever you'd expect, right?
Yeah.
Draw until you have 6 cards every single turn.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you can mulligan if your hand's bad.
Monsters, the fusion monsters and stuff are just in your deck.
Yeah, there are no, there are no phases. You just play.
MST negates.
Summon and face up defensive mode.
Yeah, just all the typical stuff.
Which, that
right?
was a big part of contention for a lot of people starting out. Could you actually summon in face-up defense mode?
I think that not only that, but just kind of the whole, if a duel was convenient, like you just did a 3-way, or you did a 5-way, or just kind of whatever was.
Basically, ever many people wanted to duel was how big the
They
duel
could.
was.
Your life points were whatever you wanted them to be.
Because honestly and truly, for so many people, they didn't actually get a starter deck, so there was no way to know the rules.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you might have just gotten some stuff from friends, you might have just gotten some packs, you might not have an instruction book to like
Who
know.
needs a rule book? We all knew how to play because of the anime.
Yeah,
it
man.
taught us everything we needed.
Actually, that sounds pretty familiar. Like when you learned the game was nothing like the anime.
That is the last reason, or the last experience rather. Is the first time you kind of get the slap in the face of this isn't at all like what the anime is. Especially if you've been watching Duelist Kingdom. God, that mess was.
Oh god. Yeah, so much
Attack the moon!
didn't make any sense. Like they didn't even use field spells in that show.
It's kind of like the loss of innocence, I think, when you first go to the card shop and realize like you don't. I remember I went to Books a Million once, and you know they'd have these big tournaments, and some kid we were doing like a tag duel maybe, and some kid starts the match off. He's like, "I take this duel to the Shadow Realm," and I was just like,
Oh my god.
That's cringy.
It happened. That's the thing.
Yeah, we just had this one kid on the playground who was a kind of a jerk, but he knew the rules, so he kind of forced us all to get with the program.
And it was difficult, man, because I really wanted to run like my 1,000 Dragon and stuff in the main deck.
Yeah, but you know,
Your
we were
1,000
lucky
card
to have
deck.
1,000 card deck, and they're all 1,000 Dragons.
Yeah. So, that is 5 more experiences every Yu-Gi-Oh player went through growing up. Sometimes the hard experiences, you know.
But there were good times.
Yeah.
Never bad times.
And then there were just times. I don't know. Give a thumbs up if you like the video. Subs if you love the video. Be sure to hit the bell icon
Slam the bell, alright? Slam it.
so you
Squad
can
up.
join the notification squad and get notified every time we upload new vids. And let us know what other sort of quintessential experiences did every Yu-Gi-Oh player go through as a kid. Leave it in the comments. We'd love to know. We'll be down there reading and answering. think that's gonna be it.
That's a wrap. Pass turn.